Welcome to the Wattbike Science Laboratory just outside of Evesham, where 5 of the Le Tour One Day Ahead riders are receiving their induction to their Wattbikes with the guru himself, Mr. Eddie Fletcher. And of course all this part of their training for this massive event this year for Cure Leukemia.
Today I'm familiarising them with the Wattbike itself, how it actually works, how their leg speed works, how the gearing works, and then we're going to test them. And we're going to find out where their training zones are, so that when we get the training plan put together, they know exactly how they should train, what zone they should be in, how long they should train for, what heart rate, what power output, and what RPM they should use.
The Wattbike's an incredible bike. The measurements that it shows you is absolutely dynamic, and it's just there to train professionals, and so I feel very privileged to be able to get a chance to not only go on the Wattbike but to spend some time here with Eddie, who's absolutely thorough on everything that the Wattbike does.
I think it will be invaluable because, you know, we're in the winter months. I work hard like all of these guys do, so, you know, an hour on there is worth 2.5 hours out on the road, and you're not getting dressed, spending half hour, several layers, looking like the Michelin Man, and then going out cleaning your bike for an hour. So you can really be relevant with your training, whether it's intervals or recovery ride on there. So I think it's going to be invaluable.
So this is it. This is their 3-minute test. This will work out exactly what their level of fitness is 6 months before the Tour One Day Ahead.
It's going to be a grueling event anyway, we all know that, but it'll help get us through the tough days, all this preparation that we're starting now. The wattage that you need to kick out when you're going up a climb, and even keep a constant pace but with the right cadence, especially when you're riding for 5, 6, maybe 10 hours sometimes when we're out there. It gives you a good indication what your threshold is and if you're going into the red too long and all that sort of thing. So you'll have a good idea on the back of the work we're going to do over the next 6 months, what capabilities we can keep within to make sure that we can get up the next morning and do it all over again. But also it'll prove that there's going to be a couple of stronger guys, and they'll probably sit at the front a lot longer as the team gels together and help the rest of the guys get around.
Fairly exhausting so far, Phil, and it's first time on the bike for a while, but this bit of kit seems to know what it's doing, so hopefully we'll get up to the level of fitness that's needed. Living in central London in the UK, the weather conditions in January, February aren't ideal for getting out on a bike. This thing you can set up in your home, so whatever the weather's there you can get out and exercise.
What do you think you've learned about your riding style from this morning?
I've got a long way to go.
Well, I'm just starting out on the journey, but I always like to have a baseline. I want somebody professionally to assess me so I know what my starting point is, and my starting point is a little bit higher than I was expecting, so that's really encouraging. And this is a great bit of kit, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I like a lot of the other riders, we're all working quite long hours, and I work away from home a lot, so I get back late and I can't go out on the road bike. So this sat in the garage is really useful, and of course with the icy snow and frost I don't like going out on my road bike, so over the next few weeks and months I think I'll use this a lot.
It's an immense challenge. Don't forget the professional cyclists who do the tour, they're professionals. They're training day in, day out. These guys have got busy jobs. They're only going to be doing a limited amount of training. We're going to try and make sure at least they've got, you know, the basis there, but it's not going to be easy. You know, riding for 21 days is impossible for most people unless you're professional. So they're going to have to knuckle down and really do these specific sessions day in, day out, week in, week out.
I've always said, you know, if I was going to do this again, it was going to be for something special. And it is 10-year anniversary, obviously, from me going into remission, which is nice enough to celebrate. But there's been some great work that's gone on in the world of blood cancers in that 10 years. I want to celebrate that. But I'm, you know, going back to my roots, so to speak, with Charlie Craddock and his team, are proving to be one of the best hospitals, haematology hospitals in the country, if not the world. And all the money that we're raising on the back of this is going to double the footprint of the haematology unit. And in short, that's going to allow more patients to be treated up in Birmingham. And, you know, more opportunities of people surviving this terrible disease, because they're doing so many early phase clinical trials up there. that it's one of the leaders in the country. So yeah, we're very motivated on many ways to make sure that we achieve all our goals. One, finishing it, and the other one is obviously raising a hell of a lot of money for the guys up in Birmingham.